Not only do we have a great first day of spring, we had a pretty warm first day of the spring season. Let's look back at the numbers over the past 36 hours. We thankfully trended mild once again yesterday with highs at least into the mid 60s. Some of you even pushed into the upper 60s yesterday. Some of us turned a bit cold, upper 30s to lower 40s this morning, but look at how much warmer we got throughout the course of the day, pushing into the upper 70s in Joplin Regional. Everybody had a nice, warm, and quiet end of the weekend, but we did have red flag warnings earlier because, in addition to the warmth, it was windy with that south wind in play and dry with the dry air mass in place. But all that's going to change because even though we don't have anything to track on the radar network right now, the Skywatch Storm Tracker is picking up on increasing clouds, certainly coming in from the west, hinting at our next storm system. As advertised, ready to shake things up as we go into the start of the new work week and maybe the school week for some of the kiddos. And for some of you, hopefully you can make the most of your spring break around here because we got quite a bit of rain chances to put up with. 62 in Joplin with a south-southeasterly breeze at 10 at the top of the 9 o'clock hour. Humidity still rather low at 35%. Everybody's mainly in the lower to middle 60s at the top of the 9 o'clock hour, and that south wind, it's still in place and still kind of up there, sustained out of the south at 5 to 15 miles per hour, and certainly some more windy conditions in place for tomorrow as well as our next storm system rolls on in. You can kind of pick up on it before I plot any of the surface match features because you can clearly see a sharp south wind working across the western parts of Texas, eastern New Mexico. That's actually a little dry line out ahead of the main front itself. This is the one that was just coming on shore in the Pacific Northwest the other day. For us, though, we had, thankfully, area high pressure to keep us quiet, warm, and windy. Then upstairs, we've got a couple upper level lows working across the North American continent, but is this upper level low over Arizona? That's the one that's going to really start to drive in our rain chances, but at the very least, we can keep things dry for the rest of tonight and to get your Monday morning started, but definitely plan on the clouds increasing and only allowing temperatures to drop back into the lower 50s to start your Monday morning out. Once we get past 10, 11 o'clock, and certainly as we come close to the noon hour tomorrow, that's when we'll see some scattered showers, maybe a couple thunderstorms popping up. Early afternoon highs in the mid 60s for most of you. Then the rain really opens up and lets loose as temperatures take another bit of a dip, with temperatures by about 4 o'clock dropping back to about 60 degrees. The rain and thunderstorm chances, nothing severe though, continues throughout Monday night. We'll get a little break Tuesday morning, and then we'll see if we can get some additional thunderstorms by Tuesday afternoon, with highs only topping out in the, let's say, lower to middle 60s. So with this first few days of rain chances alone, we're all figuring to pick up maybe an inch to almost 2 inches of rain. Then we got to deal with the backside of this system because we're going to turn quite a bit cooler as the colder air gets pulled in, and maybe a couple of instances where enough cold air comes in where, along with the rain chances, we might see a few snowflakes try to mix in. I still don't see this as a big deal, but something we'll still watch closely over the next few days. Then the system's out of here and we are looking good and dry and thankfully mild again for much of the upcoming weekend. 65 tomorrow, 63 Tuesday, then lower to middle 40s Wednesday and Thursday with morning lows in the mid 30s. Finally then, Chris, we're back in the mid 60s on Friday, near 60 on Saturday, and lower 60s Sunday.
Nick, thank you. Coming up, Disney shutting down some parks.